love's enough, say hey. Hey, hey, hey. Even in the darkest night, say hey. Hey, hey, hey. 'Cause you're gonna be alright, say hey. Hey, hey, hey. He'll leave the 99, she could go find the lost. His love always finds me, reminds me of the cross. If he gives his son for me, hey, 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 why should I worry? Hey, 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 it's time to pray. Say hey, 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 hey. If that love's enough, say hey, 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 hey. Even in the darkest night, say hey, 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 hey. 'Cause you're gonna be alright, say hey, 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 hey. He'll leave the 99, she could go find the lost. His love always finds me, reminds me of the cross. If he gives his son for me, hey, 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 why should I worry? Hey, 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 it's time to pray. Give those hands raised. Hey, hey, hey. He'll leave the 99, she could go find the lost. His love always finds me, reminds me of the cross. If he gives his son for me, hey, 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 why should I worry? Hey, 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 it's time to pray. Give those hands raised. Hey, 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 it's time to pray. Give those hands raised. Hey, hey, hey.
All right, welcome everyone. Woo! Welcome to VBS. Awesome, thanks for being here at Redeemer. I am usually known as Pastor Andy, but this week I am Adventurer Andy. Andy the Adventurer, and so it's so good to be with all of you here. Tonight is going to be a little bit different. We have the whole family here, and we're glad that parents, grandparents, other family are here with us. And so as we kick off VBS, I want to quick tell you a little bit about what's going on. Now, can anybody take a guess as to where we are right now? Where are we? Anybody know? Yeah. Canada. Go a little bit like northwest of Canada. Where do you think we are? Where are we? Not New York. Starts with an A. What do you think it is? What is it? We are in not Australia. No. All right. You're going the opposite direction. We are in Alaska. We are in the great big north. And so we're going to be exploring Alaska. And this is why I have my trusty hat on me to keep the sun out. Because listen, there can be a lot of sun in Alaska. I got my backpack here because I got all my supplies as I hike. But also, I want to make sure I have something else. I want to make sure I have this thing. What is this thing? A compass. And a compass helps you know like what direction you're facing. But what direction is that compass always going to help you find? What direction is it going to point to? North. And it's always going to be reliable to tell you, hey, this is north. And we need to trust that to make sure we don't get lost. And that is what we're going to focus on this week, is who can we trust? I bet you have a lot of people around you, your parents, your friends, your leaders, that you can trust. But there's one person you can trust the most. Who do you think that is? Jesus. Absolutely. And so this week, we're going to learn about how we can trust Jesus. All right. Well, with that being said, we're going to start off with a song, okay? So Miss April here is going to come up and teach us a song. Why don't you guys stand up as we learn this song?
So, good evening. So there's an action for the word trust. Can you all put your hands up like this and pull down, like you're pulling down on a rope? Trust, okay? So this part, if you can echo after me for right now, it goes like this. Let's trust in Jesus. Let's trust in Jesus. Wherever he leads us. Let's trust in Jesus. Awesome. So the song does that. We could do just like that tonight, or we could even try like one side doing it and the other side doing it. Do you think you can try that? If I step this way, it's your turn. If I step this way, it's your turn. So let's try it really quick. Ready? You're going to do it with me right now, okay? Let's trust in Jesus. Let's trust in Jesus. Let's trust in Jesus. Let's trust in Jesus. Wherever he leads us, wherever he leads us. Let's trust in Jesus. Let's trust in Jesus. Oh, you guys did so awesome. That's wonderful. And then we put our hands up high for mountain high and valley low. From things we see to the great unknown. He is our true north. He is our way home. He is our guide in a world that is so wild. And then we do that let's trust in Jesus part, okay? All right, we'll just give it a try. Follow me as best as you can. Go ahead, you can start it. Come on. I'll go up a little higher. So we start with that mountain high, okay? Goes like this. From the mountain high to the valley low, to the things we see, to the great unknown. He is our true north. He is our way home. He is our guide in this world that's so wild. Let's trust in Jesus. Let's trust in Jesus. Let's trust in Jesus. Let's trust in Jesus. Wherever he leads us, wherever he leads us. Let's trust in Jesus. Let's trust in Jesus. His feel of love, and you're powerless when you need some hope. Just remember this. He holds the seas. He names the stars, and he's always with you wherever you are. So let's trust in Jesus. Let's trust in Jesus. Let's trust in Jesus. Let's trust in Jesus. Wherever he leads us. Let's trust in Jesus. Let's trust in Jesus. Now we have a come on. Here we go. Let's trust in Jesus. Let's trust in Jesus. Let's trust in Jesus. Let's trust in Jesus. Wherever he leads us. Let's trust in Jesus. Let's trust in Jesus. Hey, good job, you guys.
Yeah, go ahead and have a quick seat. Awesome. Thank you, Miss April. Awesome. So, something very special. Every single day, we're going to make a new friend, okay? And we call them our Bible buddy. And we're going to make a new friend today. Any guesses who you think our Bible buddy is? What animal do you think our Bible buddy might be? Yes, what do you think? Okay, I heard fox. Okay, maybe that. Anybody else have a guess? You in the back right there. A bear? Maybe. There are bears up there. One more. What do you think?
A moose.
A moose? Maybe. Ready? Drum roll. Let's get a drum roll. Who's that Bible buddy?
Hi, I'm Ponder. Nice to meet you. I'm an adorable river otter. I love to have fun. You might find me gliding through the water, or you might find me sunning on the land. Which might make you wonder, am I a water animal or a land animal? The answer is both. God made me really good at swimming. He gave me short, webbed feet so I can swim fast, kind of like if you wear flippers. My long, tube-like body helps me glide along easily, and my muscly tail is strong, so it pushes me along. You can probably only hold your breath underwater for a really short time, like less than a minute. I can stay underwater for 8 minutes. When you go swimming, you probably wear goggles if you want to open your eyes underwater. Maybe you wonder how I see underwater. God gave me built-in goggles. Blink your eyes. You have just 2 eyelids, but I have a third one inside the other 2, and it's clear. That means I can keep my 2 eyelids open while swimming, but see through that third one. God also made me great at moving on land. I can run about 15 miles per hour, so I could beat you in a race. And I also like to slide on my belly. It's like I have a built-in sled. I can slide on ice or down a muddy riverbank. Whee! I can slide even faster than I can run. You otter try this sometime. I don't know if you've heard this, but it can get pretty cold in Alaska. And sliding on ice on your belly might sound chilly to you. Maybe you're wondering, how do I stay warm? Well, it's easy when you've got fur like mine. God made our fur water repellent. That means when we get out of the water, we don't need a towel. Our skin stays nice and dry under all that fur. And it sure is a lot of fur. We river otters have more hair than any other mammal. You humans have about 1,000 hairs per square inch on your head, but otters have 85,000 hairs per square inch. Yep, it's for real. And we actually have not 1, but 2 types of fur. There's a softer fur that keeps us warm underneath that waterproof coat. So don't you worry, I stay nice and toasty. Now, there's one more thing you need to know about river otters. We love to play. I've told you about our belly sliding, but we also like to wrestle, somersault, and even juggle with rocks. Now, some of that play helps us grow closer to our friends or practice hunting for food. But researchers studied us because they wondered, why do we juggle rocks? In the end, they couldn't figure it out. Some think we're just having fun and playing for the sake of it. Others wonder if it helps us get better at picking things like crab meat out of shells. So, it's still kind of a mystery to scientists. Of course, I know why I do it, but I'll leave you wondering. You know, I've noticed something about human kids. You're playful too, and you're also great at wondering and using your imaginations. Play and wondering often go together. Sometimes it's fun to wonder, and sometimes we play so we can explore the world around us. Maybe you wonder things about God, like what does he look like? Or where exactly does he live? Or why did he make mosquitoes? No matter how many things you wonder, you can always turn to Jesus. Even if the world feels wild and doesn't make any sense, Jesus' love is true. You can trust Jesus with all your questions. When we wonder, we can trust Jesus. Well, I ought to get going. Bye.
All right, so that is Ponder the River Otter. And each day, our Bible buddy is going to teach us our Bible points. And so our Bible point for today, we heard it just at the end, but if you want to go to the next slide for me, and we'll learn our Bible point. When we wonder, we can trust Jesus. Do you guys remember the actions for trust Jesus that we learned in the song? Why don't you grab it with me? Like you're grabbing a rope and pull it down. Trust Jesus. So let's say this one. I'll say the first part. When we wonder, we can. And then we're all going to do the action and say really loud, trust Jesus. All right? When we wonder, we can trust Jesus. Listen, guys, I think you can be louder. Do you think you can be louder? Yeah? Okay, let's try it. When we wonder, we can trust Jesus. I had high expectations for you guys. I think you can be louder. Do you think you can be louder? Parents, you think they can be louder? Yeah, maybe they're like, oh, I don't know if I want them to, but all right, let's go louder, all right? When we wonder, we can trust Jesus. Yes, we can. And each day we'll have a Bible verse that we're going to learn from. Let's go ahead and let's see our Bible verse of the day. This comes from Matthew chapter 7. It says this, anyone who listens to my teaching, this is Jesus talking, anyone who listens to Jesus' teaching and follows it is wise. That means we can trust it. That means we know that we can follow him and we can trust Jesus. One of the things we're going to do each day is we're going to follow some group of friends. And so my friends are going to come up, and there's some other adventurers, and we're going to get to follow their story. We're going to follow their story along. So why don't they come on up, and we're going to follow along as they go up north.
And over here we have the river, and if you cross it about there, it's the Katmai National Park. But we're going to continue heading north.
Why exactly are we heading north?
What do you think? The whole reason we're up here is to go north to see the northern lights.
Yeah, but also to learn about the plants and animals here in God's beautiful creation of Alaska, Wyatt. When you go on an expedition with God's big backyard adventures, you get close to God and his creation.
How long will it take to get there?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
Here, I have some granola bars. There you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
It'll take a few days of traveling, but it'll be worth it. We can stop here for a snack.
Wait, did you say days?
It'll be all right, Wyatt. Maybe that's why we haven't seen anyone else out here.
I don't know, Logan. Maybe no one lives here.
Actually, people do live in Alaska, but we're going to be touring the wilderness right now. Lots of expeditions come through here. Oh, that's my walkie-talkie. I have to take this. Stay here, and I'll be back in a minute.
Okay, we'll be fine. You want another snack?
Yes, please.
Let's see. I got one just for you.
Thank you.
Hey guys, who are you?
Did you hear something?
Yeah, you're talking, as always.
Hey, no I wasn't. I know I talk a lot, but I wasn't right then. Shh.
Hey, I'm over here.
There it is again.
Over there, in the river. I see it. I see it.
Hi. Finally. Who are you guys?
I'm Logan. This is Wyatt.
Shh. Don't talk to strangers. I mean wild beasts. She might bite us. Where's our guide when we need him? He would know what to do, wouldn't he? Logan, what should we do?
Wyatt. Relax. We're here to get closer to God and his creation. Who are you?
Is your friend okay? He's acting strange. My name is Ponder.
And what are you?
I'm a river otter. I am not a beast. And most people think I'm super cute. I love to swim.
We're here to see the northern lights. Have you seen them? Do you know where to go for the best view?
Well, currently you're in Katmai National Park, but all you have to do to get to the northern lights is go north. In fact, that is where I'm headed to. I got separated from my family because I was just so loving my swim. But I know they are headed north, so I should be able to catch up.
Could you take us there?
Sure.
What? Logan, that is not a good idea. Our guide told us to stay right here. Don't you think he'd be mad if we left him?
I don't know. Where is he? Hello? Marshall?
Time is ticking. I'm losing my swimming time. Do you want my help or not?
He was on his walkie-talkie. You're sure you can take us there?
Yep.
Then we're in.
Wait, speak for yourself. I'm staying here.
Come on, let's go.
We're getting closer to God's creation.
I wonder if this is a good idea. Wait up!
All right, we're just going to have to wait to find out if they find what they're looking for and they're able to make it up north and see the northern lights. Before we dismiss you to go off to your activities and your Bible stories and all your fun stuff, one last thing. So I mentioned about a compass and backpack, but I got another thing in here. What do you think this is used for? Yeah, binoculars. So it helps you see things. One thing we're going to ask you to do, and parents, you can help out today since you're around this evening, is we want you to be on the lookout for what we call God sightings. This is where you see God do something or you learn something new about God. And so remember it, and then we're going to take some time when we get back together in a little bit and share that with one another. So make sure to have your binoculars at the ready and be looking for those God sightings. Families, you can be with your kiddos tonight, and we're going to dismiss you by color. Let's go ahead and let me see the three colors. So there's going to be a color on a stick, and that is the person you need to find. So if you know your color group, when I call it out, you're going to follow them. Let's start off with the green group. Green group, come on, stand up and follow the green group leader.